Right now, I became a king. Everybody's gonna call me a king. If you don't call me king, do me a favor, don't call me at all. I told my grandma, I told my mom, I told my dad, I told my friends, my brother, my sister, everybody. They stopped talking to me. I became the king. I feel like Superman in any aspect of life. Anything that I do, I feel like Superman.
In the big 2026, there are a lot of influencer types. You know, there's day in the life, there's food reviewers, there's streamers. But that means you also have influencers that will say and do anything for clout and money. And one giant community of that is the red pill alpha male, blah, 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 blah. But more specifically, you got one of the most, if not the most ridiculous, insane red pill alpha male by the name of King Azoulay or Ben Azoulay, whatever you want to call him. But anyway, this guy genuinely takes stuff to the next level. I'm talking like the lies, the theories, the allegations, the convictions. He will do anything just to boost his fame, which equals more money. So you gotta start off with his insane backstory, which is, I think, there's no way it's real. But in his childhood and how he grew up from the age of like 6 to 18.
This is what turned me into a savage. I was about 6, 7 years old. One of my neighbors, who was an 18-year-old boy, decided to yell at me. And when he came up to me, he pushed me, but something switched. There was a flip that switched in my mind that made me turn into a beast. Sometimes I like to say turn into an animal, but animals are too good. They're too kind. It turned me into a fucking savage. So just a few days later, I decided to wait outside his house. I had a red brick in my hand, and when he was walking, I smashed it over his head. And when his head split open and he fell on the ground screaming, I smashed it again, and I smashed it again, and then I walked away.
Not only is this insanely corny, but this is also a crime and not true. Even if this is true, you are admitting to killing somebody.
So I would go into the forest and disappear for 2 days at a time. So at the age of 6, my mom bought me a cell phone and said, well, you need to have this on you because I need to track you. I don't know where you're gonna be, I don't know where you are, we're looking for you. And I wouldn't show up for 2 days, and it was because I was sleeping in the fields. And at night I would howl at, the wolves. It was crazy, but that was me. I was like little Mowgli. So they used to call me Tarzan and Mowgli and all of that.
Like, I mean, I genuinely pray that there's not people that actually believe him, bro. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
When I was first of all younger, before I arrived to the US, I used to watch Bruce Lee all the time. We moved here, I didn't speak any fucking word in English. I didn't speak one word in English. What I did find was a Chinese restaurant right across the street. When I used to go there, eventually the owner fell in love with me. And he said, that kid is special. There it was about 3:30 to 4:30. It was the time that I left school. And I would come to him. He would move all of the tables and he would teach me Kung Fu. And I was 10 years old. It was different and I loved it.
Does this guy even tell the truth? Like, how did this even come about? Who are you? Who are you feeling like, bro? You are not Daniel LaRusso. It seems like every time he watches a new movie, he just adds it to his backstory.
From there, when I got older, I said, I really want to go and train with the Shaolin monks. And I went out there. First of all, they don't accept you.
How did you get in?
You have to wait outside of the temple. When they let you in, they teach you things that are unbelievable. You don't understand that they are the strongest people in the world and they don't their whole life. There's more secrets that I can't share.
And where are his parents? Where are they at?
From that point on, my dad knew he couldn't take off. And I was 13. He picked up a stick, a wooden stick, and he went to hit me over the head. And I did this, and it broke. And then I took it out of his hand, threw it on the floor, kicked him in the leg, picked him up, and threw him on the coffee table. Coffee table broke in half.
Does his dad know this? Is his dad aware of this story? I mean, like, honestly, at this point, I gotta credit him, bro. Like, this level of dedication to these backstories at this point is generally mind-boggling.
One day I got into a fight, and I ended up beating the out of like 5 of them. And the boss, he took out a gun, put it to my head, told me to stop fighting, and I told him to me. And he saw in my eyes that something was going on. I thought I was gonna die. He told me, I'm not gonna you, I just want you to stop. And he looked me in the eyes and he realized I was a young boy. He pulled his gun down, put it in his pants, told me, come, I wanna talk to you. I said, if you wanna me, you can me in here. You don't need to go outside. Normally, if you tell somebody, come, we're gonna take a walk, somebody's coming back, not walking. So he tells me, I'm not gonna do anything to you, I just wanna talk to you. When we went outside, he talked to me like a dad. He asked me how old I was. I said 15. He asked me what I was going through. I felt like it was a safe place for me to say it. And then he told me, he said, you know what, you're an incredible fighter. I think you should be fighting for me. But more than that, I wanna be like an older brother for you.
You joined his team?
Yeah, I became one of the guys in the I was named the Kid, and it was the Russian mob. It's called the Red Mob. I started fighting underground fights.
Wow, that's tight.
Yeah.
He's telling the truth.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not telling the truth. What? You're not. So you're telling me he just joined a Russian mob and did all of this before the ripe age of 16? Like, who is his audience? Like, who is buying these courses? Who is believing this guy?
When I was 17, he threw me out on the street, and I was living at Hazeltine Park under a tree. That was my spot. And it's crazy because I took my wife to actually see where I used to sleep. And I used to take showers at 24-hour Fitness. I was working with the Mafia, and eventually at the age of 18, I went to jail. I've done a lot of things, and I've been to jail like 8 times. At that time, they thought I murdered some guys, and I didn't. And eventually they let me out. But then when I got out, I said, I'm never coming back here. This is not for me. So I kind of ghosted the world, started inventing stuff, exited out. I have 2 other friends who are with me, and we did extremely well.
How does one come up with this type of lore? But let me get this straight too. So you're telling me you murked somebody at the age of 6, lived in the woods, came to the US at 10, went to a Chinese restaurant, learned Kung Fu, then went to live with the monks, beat up your dad at 13, joined the Mafia at 15, homeless at 17, and you're an inventor at 18. And I know for a fact I'm missing like 50 other background stories too. But anyway, so now you gotta see him out, you know, really just motivating people, you know, just some all around good lessons and advice he'll teach you. Surely from his vast childhood, he would have some good advice, right?
If you're a young boy and you're in a situation where you're an F student, let me tell you something, you got a bright future, buddy. You see, an A student is the perfect employee. He works for me and he does his job perfectly. A B student, now that's my manager. My managers are great, but they're always going to be managers. The C students, now those are business owners. Then you got the D. D is between a business owner and an inventor. It's someone that owns a business but truly wants to invent something, he just doesn't know how to do it. And then you got the F student. The F students are inventors. They're so fucking creative that they couldn't sit in class. They couldn't listen because whatever people were trying to put in their head, they knew it was fucking bullshit.
Well, what do you know? He has ass advice. Man, we got the blind leading the blind here. Like, this guy generally wants you to be unemployed. No one is buying your course either, bro. I don't know. People probably do.
People look at me as soon as I walk in and they're like, who is this guy? I look like I'm going to hurt somebody. I don't look like I walk into a place and I'm just coming to have a good time or I'm coming to eat lunch. When I walk in, it's like I'm literally going to hurt somebody.
No one thinks that. Nobody's thinking that. No one's going there eating steak and you walk in and they're getting blown back by your orb. You're wearing skinny jeans, bro. No one's thinking,
dang, this guy looks like he's gonna kill somebody.
as you're wearing skinny jeans, you look like a 2016 YouTuber, bro.
And Christians write to me that I'm the Jesus Christ over this time, that I am the Messiah. I was shocked that people wrote this to me. I said, what did they see in me that I don't even see? When I hit 32, God spoke to me. He told me, you gotta go save the world. I need you to go back in there. And I need you to guide them. The world needs me. And then he told me one more thing. This is going to shock the world. He said, the Messiah is here. And tears came to my eyes as he was speaking to me like I'm the Messiah. It was a crazy moment.
First of all, bro, we need to ban podcast equipment. Said it before, I'll say it again. Second of all, this guy's completely lost it. The blasphemy in this is insane. Are we for real right now?
3 million Epstein files were just released. You know what the crazy thing about that is? Is that every single powerful man on the planet was either on the list in the island or on his way there, except me. How did they forget about me?
Whatever, bro. Like, I don't know why you'd want to be invited anyway, but you have your own files to worry about. What's a red pill influencer without allegations and convictions too? Surprise, surprise.
I was never convicted of. We have it on paper where she said, I don't want them prosecuted because she did not get, but because she was a minor, her parents.
Yep, wrap it up. That's all I needed to hear. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is kind of crazy. This guy's kind of crazy. And I will catch you guys later.
Everywhere I